Okay, welcome to the week 2. No, it's not week 2. It's week 3 team builder. Just a reminder that my trades of trading out Ampharos and Cincino for Bellibolt and Kamala have come through now. So I can use them now. That's very cool. Yeah, I'm playing against the Washington Genesects, coached by Jalek. I think that's how you say it. I don't know how to say it. I apologize if I said it wrong. This team is pretty difficult for me to deal with. It has a very strong offensive core into my team at the top with Great Tusk and Iron Bundle, mainly Iron Bundle. I don't have great ways of answering Iron Bundle since most of my better, especially defensive Pokemon, are weak to one of its moves. Mega Venusaur is really tough to take down, even though I have one of the strongest fire types and one of the strongest ice types in the game, with Chandelure and Glaring Diamantan. Since it's thick fat, Chandelure doesn't even two-shot it, and it can eat hits from Glaring Diamantan as well. Terra Salamence is always scary, right? Salamence is very good, giving it real Flying Stab, or a better defensive typing, or just even stronger coverage moves. Or a new coverage move with Terra can be very difficult. It can get out of hand really easily. Milotic is very hard for me to break, honestly. My only Pokemon that can actually do any real damage to it are Bellibolt and Ogerpon. Outside of that, it can kind of just wall my entire team, which is a bit of an issue. Diamantan, though, is the main Pokemon I'm the most terrified of. It doesn't even need Terra. Flare Blitz just rips through my team. It is so hard for me to deal with this thing, just clicking Flare Blitz. Terra Fire Flare Blitz is even worse. It kind of just OHKOs everything. My only fire resists are Primarina, which takes half its health anyway, Garchomp and Chandelure, and it gets coverage for Chandelure. So, it gets Rock Slide and Earthquake, which Chandelure will most definitely die to. Galvantula can be really annoying with also being kind of hard for me to answer it defensively, since it does quite a lot of damage to Garchomp with Bug Buzz even. Comfey is not really a problem unless it gets up a bunch of Carmines, because it just doesn't do all that much damage if it doesn't have about 50 Carmines, and I should be able to beat it. Fortress is a really, really good defensive answer to Overqwil and Ogerpon. It's also pretty good. Oh, and Kamala. It's also pretty good into Galarian Diamantan, unless Diamantan is carrying Flare Blitz, in which case it's not. And Jumpluff can be really annoying with Sorry, I'm yawning a lot, must be tired. Anyway, Jumpluff can be annoying with stuff like Sleep Powder and Tailwind and Subseed. Yeah. Anyway, the 6 that I'm expecting to come are definitely Mega Venusaur, Iron Bundle, Diamantan, Milotic, Salamence, and then either Great Tusk or Galvantula. I would also not be surprised if Fortress came, but I think that Fortress is the 8th most likely Pokemon here. But it's very close from 1 to 8. Pretty much any of the first 82 of the first 5 I named could be taken out for Tusk and Fortress, or Fortress and Galvantula, or Tusk and Galvantula. But I do think that the most likely is Bundle, Galv, Mence, Venu, Milo, and Diamantan. So, now we can talk about what I'm bringing. The first thing that I should probably address, which is very unusual, is this Corviknight. It's max special attack, nasty plot agility, and its only attack move is Hurricane, and is holding the Sharp Beak. This is a very weird set. I know. But if you look at my opponent's team, they don't have a single Pokemon that resists flying. And I really want to take advantage of that. And Corviknight's natural bulk and good defensive typing means I can actually find quite a few Pokemon to set up on this team. Like it can set up on Great Tusk. It can set up fully on Great Tusk. It can set up one of its setup moves against Bundle, unless it's like a really weak Bundle. It can set up on Mega Venusaur. It can set up on Milotic if it isn't carrying Haze. It can set up on Comfey. It can set up on Fortress, and it can set up on non-sleep powder Jumpluff. And also non-stun Spore. But like Jumpluff without either of those moves is not very good. We have the Sharp Beak specifically for some ranges. It guarantees that at +2 special attack, we always OHKO max HP Great Tusk, we always OHKO Mega Venusaur. Physically defensive, especially defensive, we don't. We always kill No-Bolt Salamence after Stealth Rock. We always kill Galvantula. We always kill Fortress. I mean, we don't need Sharp Beak for a few of these. Like, we don't need Sharp Beak to always OHKO Galvantula and bundle at +2. Alright, I should mention that these are all at +2. Except the only role which isn't at +2 is killing No-Bulk Tusk and No-Bulk Mega Venu, but Venusaur is probably going to be physically defensive as an answer to Ogerpon. Anyway, yeah, so I can set up on quite a lot of this team if they're not running Roar on Salamence, Haze, or Dragon Tail on Milotic, or I guess Roar on Darmanitan, but I don't think that's coming. We should be able to easily clean up a game or get good mid-game damage with this guy. Assuming we land Hurricane, that is a bit of an issue. Anyway, now we go to my next Pokemon, which is actually going to be defensive. It's Bellibolt's debut. Bellibolt is just max HP, max special defense Assault Vest. It's our Iron Bundle switch in. It also switches into Milotic. And Galvantula, it hardwalls Comfey. Like, it takes maybe 40% from Comfey when it's at +6 special attack, unless it's stored power. It takes that much from Draining Kiss. If it's stored power, then we may lose, but probably my fault for letting it get up that many Calm Minds. Assault Vest makes us very, very tanky. We take like 25 from non-specs bundle Hydro Pump. Our moveset is Parabolic Charge, Full Switch, Muddy Water, and Acid Spray. Bellibolt doesn't actually have too much in terms of offensive move pool. Parabolic Charge is just there so that we can out heal the damage we take from a Milotic, unless it's like Dragon Dance Milotic, which I don't think is coming. It also lets us recover most of the damage we take from Iron Bundle. Like, if we switch in on a Hydro Pump and we take a second Hydro Pump, we should heal about a third of our health when we take it down. So we'll be sitting at around 80-ish% after 2 Hydros, and we get the kill. Acid Spray lets us 1v1 basically the entire team. Well, except like the physical attackers. It lets us 1v1 all the special attackers. It gives us better damage on things like Venusaur and stuff like that. It lets us always do more damage to especially defensive Milotic with Parabolic Charge than it does to us if it doesn't hit us, and it just goes for Toxic. Because if it triggers Electromorphosis, then we do way more damage than it heals. But after an Acid Spray, then but if it doesn't hit us, then we actually do less than it heals with Recover. But if we hit it with an Acid Spray, then we do more, which is really nice. Volt Switch is just pivoting. It's very free if they don't bring Tusk or Terra Ground, Darmanitan, or Salamence. Them being Terra Ground is reasonably foreseeable. Like, Earthquake is kind of hard for my team to deal with, since my only non-Corviknight resist is Ogerpon. And Darmanitan murders both of those, which is a bit of an issue. Muddy Water gives me a way to hit Great Tusk on switching, and yeah, that's Bellibolt. Then we have Specs Azelf, because this is taking advantage of another defensive flaw I saw in the opposing team, which is the only Pokemon that resists Psychic is Forretress. And Forretress, even though it has really high defense, has not great special defense. So it just dies to 2-spec Psychics unless it's max per def. But if it comes, I'm expecting it to be Fizz Def to pivot into things like Overqwil and Garchomp and Ogerpon. Yeah, Psychic is just really free. It OHKOs pretty much everything. Like, Great Tusk just dies, Bundle just dies, Venusaur just dies, Darmanitan just dies, Comfey dies if it's no bulk, Jumpluff dies, Galvantula dies. Physically defensive Milotic gets 2-shot, Salamence always gets 2-shot. I think if it's no bulk, then after Rocks it also just dies to Psychic. Anyway, we also have other moves on this. Energy Ball lets us always 2-shot a specially defensive Milotic. After Spike, I'm pretty sure we need Spike to 2-shot it if it's like max special defense. I can't remember exactly though. U-turn is for pivoting in case I need to, which I probably won't. Most of the time, Azelf is probably just going to click Psychic and start winning. And we also have Flamethrower to OHKO Forretress, because I really don't want hazards going up this game, because I didn't bring any removal, because my Corviknight is really offensive, and Bellibolt and Ogerpon getting chipped down a lot of the time while pivoting in and out is a bit of an issue. Flamethrower also lets us hit Terra Steel Salamence, which is a bit of a worry otherwise. Then we have Max Fizdef Garchomp, which is literally just a check to Darmanitan. Like, we take under half from Terra Fire, Sheer Force, Life Orb, Flare Blitz, which you might be like, oh, okay, of course you do. Your Garchomp. I don't think you realize just how much damage this does. Like, it does like 80%. Well, not 80, but it does like 70-ish to 80% to max physically defensive Primarina, which is my other fire resist. Yeah, Darmanitan does a lot of damage. We have Soul Throw, Earthquake, Flamethrower, and Roar. Roar can phase out like a bulk up Darmanitan, because if Darmanitan gets up a bulk up, then we just lose. I want to point that out. I mean, we don't actually, because Garchomp can kill it. Earthquake is just, average stab. We have our other move is Flamethrower to hit Forretress and Jumpluff, which Jumpluff can't be hit by Earthquake. I didn't even think about that until I just said it. I don't think Jumpluff is coming. Our last move is Roar, so that we can stop something like a bulk up Great Tusk or a Carmine Comfey if it doesn't have many up, or a Growth Mega Venusaur or a D-Dance Salamence, something like that. By Rocky Helmet, so that if Darmanitan Flare Blitzes into us, it loses basically half its health to Rough Skin plus Light, to Rough Skin plus Rocky Helmet plus recoil damage, which is really funny. Yeah, it's pretty simple, just Fizz Def. Oh yeah, speed he is. Corviknight is fast enough to outrun Scarf or boost his speed Tusk at +2 speed, and Azelf is fast enough to outspeed Galvantula, because I don't respect Jumpluff as a Pokemon and don't see it coming, so I wanted to have more EVs in special defense to help me tanky Bundle, Hydro Pump, or a Draining Kiss from Comfey or whatever. Anyway, next up we have Overqwil, which is also max Fizz Def. This is our main check to Salamence, assuming it isn't Terra Steel, which is why we have Flamethrower and Azelf, because Terra Steel Salamence is an issue. We have Taunt, Barbarage, Spikes, and Toxic, holding Black Sludge. It's a very standard moveset. We want to switch into Ment. Salamence does under 50, not under 50. Wait, does it do under 50? I think it does just about 50% with Earthquake at neutral. So if it D-dances, then we can eat an Earthquake, we can go for Toxic, and then turn a timer, and we can beat it over time. We have Taunt to stop it from Dragon Dancing on us, or to stop a Comfey from Calm Minding, or I don't know, Milotic from recovering, something like that. Toxic just lets us kill everything, but Barrage does more damage, and we can kind of just click it if we want to do damage. And Spikes is very good. Their removal is honestly quite good. They have 2 rapid spinners in Fortress and Tusk, and 2 defoggers in Ment and Comfey. I didn't know Comfey had defog until I was prepping for this, but it does. Yeah, overqwil is mainly just a Salamence check. It doesn't really do anything else. And finally, Ogerpon. It's enough speed to outrun Galvantula. And we have Expert Belt, Max Attack, Rock Tomb, Ivy Cudgel, U-Turn, Stomping Tantrum. Stomping Tantrum always OHKOs Diamantan after Spike, or after Stealth Rock, or after it takes Chip from Garchomp, or after it Flare Blitzes into Garchomp with the protective pads. So it only takes recoil, I think. Actually, that last one, maybe not. Anyway, that's why we have Stomping Tantrum. It's the entire purpose of that move. It also hits Terra Steel Ments harder. We have Ivy Cudgel, because generally into this team, I can just Terra and click Ivy Cudgel, because everything that switches in doesn't outspeed us, and we can just U-turn it on the next turn. The only Pokemon which can outspeed us is Booster Speed or Scarf Bundle, or I guess Scarf Jumpluff is also faster, but Scarf Jumpluff can't kill us because the only flying moves it gets are Tailwind, Bounce, and Acrobatics. If it's Acrobatics and Choice Scarf, then it's 55 base power when we live. If it's Bounce, I can just switch into something else. So basically, every time we come in, I can just click Ivy Cudgel for free, and then U-turn on whatever comes in next, because it will be slower than me. Unless there's Fortress. If Fortress is on the team and it's alive, I won't use Ivy Cudgel, because if they go Fortress and I use Ivy Cudgel, then I'm still in and they can get up a Spike for free. And again, I don't want Ogerpon taking that chip, or Bellibolt. I really don't want Bellibolt taking that chip. Our last move is Rock Tomb. This always 2-hit KOs no bulk Salamence if it's Terra Flying, and it lowers its speed so that if it is Dragon Dance, we can still outspeed it. If it Dragon Dances and we Rock Tomb, then we outspeed it on the next turn. I mean, we always do, because we're Terra. But if they have Webs up, let's say, so we're at neutral speed, then we can just Rock Tomb it. We'll outspeed it the next turn, and we can just keep spamming Rock Tomb into it, basically, to stop it from sweeping us. We can also Rock Tomb into something like a Scarf Galarian Diamantan if I think it's Scarf and Garchomp is dead and I don't want to get 6-0'd by it. Then we can Rock Tomb that as well. That it also hits like Jumpluff and Galvantula super effectively, which we can't do with any of our other moves, which doesn't really matter that much, but it could be nice. We need Expert Belt for some ranges, like Expert Belt, Ivy Cudgel. When Terra, it always kills Max Defense Milotic. It also always kills Iron Bundle, even if it isn't Max Defense. And it always kills No Bulk Great Tusk. Fizdef Tusk will live, though. It also lets us always 2-shot Ments with Rock Tomb, always 1-shot Darm with Stomping Tantrum after Spike if it's like Terrifier or whatever. Yeah, so that's the team. I think that's all I need to talk about. I'm probably just going to lead Ogerpon, but I might lead Azelf, depending on what they bring. If they don't bring Fortress or even Salamence, actually, if they don't bring Salamence, I'm just going to lead Azelf no matter what. I've decided that now. Will I remember it for tomorrow? Maybe not. Anyway, that's the team. The team builder with the team. Yes, I have done the team building. Hopefully I win. Yay! Week 3 battle. There's a Fortress on my screen. There's no Ment. There's no Tusk. This is beautiful. This is like top 10 Bellibolts of all Bellibolt. Yeah, since it's Fortress, I was going to lead Ogerpon, but I don't. I don't care, I'm still leading Ogerpon. Okay. This is what I call terrestrializing and clicking U-turn. I'm an absolute demon. Oh, I should have brought the funny Afro cousin. Whoopsie. That is 17, that's good. U-turn. Okay, it's not pads, that's good. I think it's boots? Wait, 14? That is no attack investment. Wait, why is it no attack? Oh, that's timid, not jolly. Wait, that's actually like no attack. Oh wait, no it's not, it's just mineral. I'm stupid. Okay, now we go into the threat. The threat is in. The threat has gotten crit and taken 36. This is unfortunate. I need a parabolic charge. This sucks. I wanted to volt, but that did good damage. 21's honestly quite good. Go into cold. I'm going for it. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go overqwil. And stupid bum. Spike. Going to spike. I love spikes. Bellibolt's at 60%. This is unfortunate. That crit was really bad. Would have been nice to be able to. I'm gonna sack this for a second spike. Damn. I lived. Thunder? Do I die? Yes, I do. I'm just gonna go into this guy and click Earthquake. Yep. That does 32 because I crit. That's really unfortunate for them. Do I die to Ice Beam if it's... I don't? Oh, that's actually really good. I'm just gonna get on my rocks. Yep, get recover. That's good. Go into this guy. I should do very, very little. Yep, I did 9. Holy shit. That is so... This Pokemon is very bulky. Okay, massive chip coming right in. Okay, 19. Now I have the win button. He is in. I click Psychic. Is that 19 reasonable? Doubled. Oh, it's not max HP. Okay. I think it has some speed. Everyone dies to 2 psychics from here. You have 0 switch-ins. Bundle just straight up insta-popped. Galvantula insta-popped. Milotic maybe not insta-popped. Overqwil did more than in any of my mocks already. It's the only button it clicked in my mocks was switching in, getting off an Intim and dying. I didn't check Terra types. It's Terra Ground. Okay. In comes Galv. It's Boots. Okay, time to kill the Galvantula, I guess. Unless it's like bulky Galv. Yep, it just dies. Well, he knows some specs now. That's very good though. I didn't really have an answer to that. I think this might be Scarf. I always go Garchomp here. Okay, 25. It's not awful. I probably just sack this to Iron Bundle. Then I go safely into Bolt. Bellibolt, not Raging Bolt. Bellibolt, the better Bolt. Do I know what I'm saying? No, I don't. This is a good game. I love this game. I'm finally not losing. There's a slight issue. If Bellibolt gets frozen, then we kind of just instantly lose. So that's not very good. I think Bellibolt can just win by clicking Parabolic Charge, though. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think there's anything that they can do if I just go Bellibolt and click Parabolic Charge. Just gonna Flamethrower this. It's Boots. So that did 90? Oh my days. Gyro Ball does 15 and it straight up dies. Okay, oh, it's Boots bundle. Oh. I don't care. I could just win with overqwil, but I kind of want to give Bellibolt the kills. No, that's not what... That could ruin my differential if I get frozen. Okay. Okay. The goat is in. If I get frozen, then I deserve this. This is a terrible play. I should never have done this. It's heavy duty boots. Okay, Milo comes in. Parabolic charge pops. It does 33. I'm gonna acid spray in case they recover. Yep. That's good. They get off a toxic. I don't think that's going to matter. I'm going to be honest. GG. Okay. Well, that was good. That's how you win a Pokemon battle in 6 minutes. God, Bellibolt never dies. I didn't even get to use my funny set. Anyway, that's a good way to bounce back for a victory. I'm now 1-2 with neutral differential, which I think is pretty good. Yay. Hope you enjoyed.